Whether you want to accept it or not, deal with it or not, it's true. Somewhere in your past, right now, or somewhere in your future, you have to deal with a DWI. No, I'm not talking about driving while intoxicated. I'm talking about you have had to deal with some issues. Look, don't deny this moment. Don't click elsewhere. Listen to me right now. It's time to deal with those deep issues. Some of those issues you don't want anybody else to know about. So let this be just between me and you. Let's get to the ugly. That's why God came anyway, so that he can deal with the ugly. Let's deal with these deep issues. I'm talking about those thoughts that no one knows. Fears that keep you up at night. Silent frustrations. The crying, though the tears don't fall. The best way to deal with those issues is using the story of the Bible. The story that Luke records. What's fascinating is he starts off recording the story as the woman with an issue of blood. Listen to that. He identifies her as her issue. He doesn't say Mrs. Jones. He doesn't say Sister Garcia. He says the woman with an issue of blood. She's had the issue so long, it has become her identity. I know you know what I'm talking about. Having an issue so long, it's simply who you are. It's the way you are. When I say enough, there is another way. Let's dive deeper into the story. The reality is Dr. Luke does something incredible. He erases her past, her heritage, her history. He erases every sense of self-esteem. All she is left with is that issue of fear, that issue of abandonment, betrayal, that issue of loneliness. She is simply left with her and her issue. Imagine what it must be like getting up in the morning, staring at yourself in the mirror, and no longer seeing you. You only see your issue staring right back at you. It can't be good. What must it be like being this woman, having gone through everything she went through, paid all of her money, she's got nothing left? If it were me, I would be asking questions like, why, God? I know that we're not supposed to ask God why, but I'm not like everybody else. I mean, when you have a sickness that simply won't go away, how can you not ask why? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? I bet you they've come to your mind as well, even if you haven't told anybody. I'm here to let you know, being 90% blind in one eye and 10% blind in my other eye, I know what it's like to ask why. So here she is. She's got two choices. She can simply give in to her situation and accept that she will be sick and simply die. Or she can find a solution. She can lift her head and find a way out of the situation. Find a way out of this issue. Find a way to deal with this issue once and for all. I love how she deals with the issue. She takes on focusing on the answer and not the question. Most of us, and I've been there, spend our time asking, why am I here? How did I get here? She doesn't spend her time doing that. She spends her time focusing on the answer. And the issue is this woman has a non-stop monthly menstrual. I don't know how to say that. I mean, she has a non-stop period. And again, I get that this is not politically correct to talk about, but it's in the Bible. It's a real story. Now think about this. She has something that she has to deal with normally just once a month, but now she has to deal with it day after day after day. You know, there are times when you have an emotional issue, you're frustrated, or you're fearful, or you think someone's going to cheat on you, or you feel like you're going to get sick or something, and it comes and goes. But what if it didn't go away? What if every day you had the fear of poverty, the fear of death, the fear of betrayal? Imagine the weight of that. It would be easy to ask, why must I live this life? But she had the courage to seek an answer. And the answer was, if I could just touch the hem of Jesus' garment, then I would be made whole. Do you have the courage to look for the answer and not focus on your temporary circumstance? I hope so.